Hello lovely people, how are you doing today? My name's Kai and I'm one of the vicars here in the LMA of Aberystwyth. Hope today is going well for you and I hope you're enjoying the more seasonable weather that we've been having of late. It's horrible outside, hence why I'm indoors and not outside where I really want to be. So, as I said, I'm a vicar, and as a vicar, as you'd expect, I have got one of these. It is a Bible, good old-fashioned Bible covered in black. The Bible comes in many forms. You can even read it online. Heck, you can even hear it online. Let me check a few Bible facts at you. So the Bible was written over a few thousand years. It was written by around 40 authors. It's got 66 books. It is split into 39 books in the Old Testament, 27 books in the New Testament, and it tells us the story of God, God's people, the world, the redemption that comes only through Jesus Christ, and God's plans to make all things new. That's it in a nutshell. But of course, it is very complicated in parts as well. Do you know that in a Bible there is over 3 million words? And did you know that there are well over 1,000 characters and people mentioned by name in it? Now, you got your famous characters there. You got your Jesus. Obviously, the story really revolves around him and he's right there in the centre. You've got Jesus' mate, your Peters, your Thomases, your Johns. You've got your Pauls, who wrote so much of the New Testament. You've got your classic Old Testament characters as well. You've got Adam, you've got Eve, you've got Noah, like on my t-shirt today. You've got Moses, you've got David, you've got a load of prophets, and you've got some really minor characters as well. Absolutely loads of them. Some are good guys, some of them are bad guys. Mainly though, we look at the good guys. Now, many years ago, when I was first starting out in the vicaring game, a colleague of mine bought a book about people and places in the Bible and how to pronounce them properly. And she kind of bought it for me as a bit of a joke, to be honest with you, because when I read from the Bible out loud in church, I would often screw up saying these people and place names, and I'm sure I'm not alone in that. Top tip to anyone who's reading in church, just say them confidently and very few people know the difference. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, characters in the Bible. When I received this book, I was kind of amazed by how many people there are and how many people we kind of ignore. And it's one of those people who's been really playing on my mind today. And it's a guy who comes in the New Testament, a guy called Barnabas. Good, strong name. It wasn't his original name. His name was originally Joseph. That was a name his parents gave to him. But in the Bible, so often, new names are given when people start something new or maybe become a Christian. And Barnabas was one of those people. He was a mate of Paul, the great missionary and writer of the New Testament, and went with Paul on various missions to establish the new church. If you want to read a bit more about his story and what he did, read through the book of Acts and especially chapter 11 of that book to see what he was up to. But here's what I love about Barnabas, and it is his name itself. As I said, he was Joseph, then he became Barnabas. And Barnabas means son of encouragement. Check that out. His mates, the disciples, those who were leading the church, decided to give him a name that kind of corresponded with his personality. He was an encouraging guy. He was a great guy. He was a good guy to have around always. He was somebody who lifted them up, brought them joy, and was special. And when I've been thinking about Barnabas today, I've been thinking about what he did. Yes, he went on these missions. Yes, he brought a lot. But what he's remembered for is being somebody who encourages. And I want to challenge us to think about encouragement this week. Are we Barnabases? Are we encouragers? Are we people who are good to be around because we encourage others? Are we people who look for the good in others? Are we people who, like Barnabas, want to build people up? Or are we wanting to knock people down? Because I've got a feeling that what we want to see more of in this world are Barnabases. And especially in these weedy beady times with all these strange things happening, we need to encourage each other. So I'm going to give you a challenge over these coming days, and that is to do a Barnabas type act. That is to encourage somebody. Look at somebody you know, somebody in your home, somebody in your family, one of your friends, somebody in the church, somebody in the wider community, and just build them up like Barnabas did. Build them up. Say something nice to them and encourage them in some way. And I'm going to encourage you just as I finish, and that is to say you are awesome. God made you before the creation of the world. He calls you by name. He knows every hair on your heads. He loves you. He sent his son to die for you. You are that special. However you're feeling today, be encouraged that Jesus loves you so much. You are that special. Have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic week. And be blessed in everything you do. Take care now. Bye.